Here continue the previous class. Okay, sorry for the disturbance. See, we started what exercise 1C. We completed the first one, that is how to write modulus amplitude form. Is it? Okay, next second problem. What is our second question in exercise 1C? See, simplify and obtain modulus of that complex number. How to simplify? Very easy. Minus 2i into 3 plus I into 2 plus 4i into 1 plus I. We have to simplify this and we have to obtain the modulus of that complex number. First of all, how to simplify? Tell me. How to simplify? See, simplification means what here? Minus 2i. Suppose 3 plus I keep as it is. Simplify these two. 2 1 2. Okay. 2 plus 2. I want to multiply these two first. Okay. 2 1 2 2i. 4i means 6i. Next 4i into I square minus 1. I square value is minus. So I am writing minus. Next I want to multiply these two. Means what here? Minus 6i. Next I into I square means minus 1. Minus into minus plus 2. Next here 2 minus 4 minus 2. 6i minus. So you can also written minus common here. So if I take minus common here, 6i minus 2. Here again 6i minus 2. So can I write now? 6i minus 2. 6i minus 2 into 6i minus 2 whole square. So 6i minus 2 whole square means a square plus b square minus 2ab means 36 square plus 4 plus 2 2 is 4. 4 6 is 24. So I square means minus 1. So minus 36 plus 4 minus 24. Means what here? 36 4 subtraction 32. No? So you can write here minus 32 minus 24. So here minus common outside, you are getting what? Minus into minus plus. So your answer is 32 plus 24. This is simplification. Again you can also write this as 8 take common. 8 3 is 24. 8 4 is 32. You can do like it is a complex number simplification form. But I want what? Modulus. I want modulus. What is the formula for modulus? Mod of z is equal to x plus I by what is the modulus? Under root of x square plus y square. So what is the modulus of that again complex number here? 32 whole square plus coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square. So what is under root 32 square? What is 32? 32 ja 2 2 ja 4, 2 3 ja 6, 32 into 32, 24 into 24. If you do this, 2 2 ja 4, 2 3 ja 6, 3 2 ja 6, 3 3 ja 9, you can write 2 12, 9 1 0, 4 4 ja 16, 4 2 ja 8, 2 4 ja 8, 2 2 ja 4, 6, 8 plus 7, 4 1 7 6. Adding these two. 10, 7, 1, 8, 9, 10, 5, 1, 6. 100 you got. After simplification. 40, 16 under 40. Under root 16 under 40 into 40 means you are getting what? 16 under. So what is our modulus? 40. And what is the simplification form? 32 plus 24. Just simplification. Third question. If z not equal to 0, if z not equal to 0, find argument of z. Third question, find argument of z plus argument of z bar. Yes, if z not equal to 0, then find argument of z plus argument of z bar. Means what? For non-zero complex number means either that is positive number, negative number, any number, yes, but non-zero complex number. We mentioned that z not equal to 0 means non-zero complex number. In that case, what is argument of z plus argument of z bar? See, what is meaning of z bar? Z bar is nothing but conjugate of z. Okay, so you know that, for example, here you can observe if z is a negative real number, negative real number, negative real number means what? For example, z is equal to -2. What is z bar? -2 only, because for real numbers, the conjugate itself. Suppose positive real number. If I take z is a positive, means if z is equal to 2, what is z bar? 2 only. Got me understood? If the given complex number is a real number, means whose imaginary part is 0, in that case the conjugates are itself. Okay. So now I am telling here, suppose z is equal to 2 means what is the argument of z? 0. Then what is argument of z bar? 0 only, because I told you if positive on the positive x-axis 2 means here lies here only, na. So means z is here, z bar is also here. What is the angle made with itself? 0 degrees. Yes. So argument of z plus argument of z bar 0 plus 0. We are getting 0 only. But in any case, so for example, but if I take z equal to -2 here, z equal to -2. Now what is argument of z here? 5. Is it? Then what is argument of z bar? What is argument of z bar? Again 5. Is it? Because both the z is equal to -2, z bar also -2 means 5 plus 5, you are getting 2 pi. Understood my point here? But whenever you take a positive number here, you're okay. Okay, not a real number. If I suppose imaginary number, purely imaginary, what happened? Z is a not real number, purely imaginary number. If I take, suppose the argument of z is equal to on the y-axis, then what happened? It's a imaginary number. It's conjugate. You go to this side. So if it is 90, what is here? -90. 90 minus 90, 0. Okay. Suppose if the z lies in the first quadrant. Let's suppose what its conjugate lies on where? Already I told you, any complex number in the geometrical, I told you its conjugate is what? Mirror image. So it is with the x-axis. It is a mirror image to the x-axis. So z bar is a like mirror image to the x-axis. So if it is z lies here, z bar lies in first, z lies first quadrant, z bar lies in fourth quadrant. Already I told you. So if it is alpha, what is here? Minus alpha. Argument of z is alpha, then argument of z bar is minus alpha. So alpha minus alpha, 0. Understood? So anywhere, if suppose z lies in the second quadrant, z bar lies in where? Yes. Suppose z lies in the second quadrant, means what? For example, x is same, only image changes. So if z lies in the second quadrant, z bar lies in third quadrant. Is it? So because real part is same, z lies in second quadrant, z bar lies in third quadrant, because it is in the mirror image to the x-axis. Then what happened? If the argument of z is what here? Pi minus alpha. What is argument of z bar here? Alpha minus pi, or minus pi plus alpha. Adding these two, minus pi plus pi minus alpha, you are getting 0 again. So what you understand, if suppose z lies in fourth quadrant, z bar lies in first quadrant. If z lies in third quadrant, the z bar lies in the second quadrant. What you understand according to the geometrical I am explaining here, what you are observing here in this case, so z lies, it is except negative real number. You have to remember, except negative real number. If z is a negative real number, then first we discuss this. if z is a negative real number, then the argument of z is what? 5. Argument of z bar also 5, because whenever real number, that conjugate is itself. So now argument of z plus argument of z bar is equal to 5 plus 5. You are getting how much? 2 pi. When if z is a negative real number. So except negative real number, anywhere the value of this is 0. Except negative real number. Okay, except negative. For a negative real number case, the value is 2 pi. But in the remaining cases, it is 0 here. Why? Because you can observe here, negative real number means argument of z equal to pi in that case. Except that means here maybe that is on positive x-axis, positive real number, or purely imaginary or complex number, or the complex number lie in the first, second, third, any quadrant. The resultant value of argument of z plus argument of z bar should be equal to 0 only. So how I am explain geometrically here? Yes. Because I told you z lies in the first quadrant, z bar lies in the fourth quadrant. So what is the first quadrant argument? Alpha. What is the fourth? Minus alpha. So alpha minus alpha is 0. Similarly, z lies in the second quadrant means 180 minus alpha is the argument. So if z bar lies where? If z is suppose that second quadrant, definitely z bar lies in third quadrant, because that y value will be changed, conjugate means. So here what is the principal argument? Minus 5 plus 1. So you adding these two, you are getting again 0. Okay. So finally what happened here? General I can write like this. Finally my conclusion is argument of z plus argument of z bar is equal to 2 pi if argument of z is pi. Means what? If z is a negative real number. Negative real number. 0. If argument of z not equal to pi. Not equal to pi means either positive real number or purely imaginary, or it lies in any quadrant, either first, second, third or fourth, anything except negative real numbers. Whatever may be the complex number is there, then that argument of z plus argument of z bar should be equal to 0 only, because in generally z argument of z I can written as tan inverse of y by x if z is equal to x plus iy. But z bar represents what? X minus iy conjugate. So argument of z bar is equal to tan inverse of minus y by x if I take. So adding these two, your tan inverse of minus means minus tan inverse y by x. This cancel, you are getting 0. Okay. So in the case of what argument of z not equal to 5k. So geometrically also I think you understand here, because see, z equal to pi ke non-negative real number means z bar also itself 5 plus pi 2 pi here. Okay. But here an argument of z not equal to pi means either positive real number is 0 plus 0. Okay. This first quadrant means alpha. What is the z bar lies the fourth quadrant. So you are getting minus alpha. So alpha minus alpha you are getting a 0. So you can go through once again that you can easily understand. Here my final answer. Next question. In this only you have, sorry, in this second one. If z1 is equal to, if z1 is equal to minus 1, z2 is equal to minus I, then find argument of z1 into z2. Argument of z1 z2. Okay. So see here. You can apply two ways you can do. First simplify, then find argument. Otherwise you can apply the formula argument of z1 plus argument of z2. Okay, anyway. For example, z1 is minus 1, z2 is minus 5. What is the value of z1, z2 multiplication? Minus into minus. Minus 1 into minus 5. Simplify. You'll get the answer right. Now tell me what is argument of Z1, Z2 here? Means what argument? What is the complex number I? I means what here? Lies on positive y-axis. So 1 by 0 is undefined. Tan inverse of undefined is 90. Already explained I. What is argument of I here? 90. Or you can also, it is equivalent to argument of Z1 plus argument of Z2. Because argument of Z1 is what? Minus 1 means what? 5. Argument of Z2 minus 1 means 5 by 2. So 180 minus 5 by 2. Any way you can do, you are getting same answer. Third one. If Z1 is equal to minus 1 and Z2 is equal to I, then find argument of Z1 by Z2. So how to do? First simplify this. Otherwise you can apply the formula argument of Z1 minus argument of Z2. Otherwise Z1 by Z2 means what here? Minus 1 by I multiply rationalizing I by I. You are getting what? My square is minus 1 minus into minus plus. So I. So what is argument of I again? 5 by 2, because tan inverse of y by x. Here what is y here? 1. Okay, what is here? You can return this as 0 plus I already discussed this. Now tan inverse of 1 by 0 undefined. Tan inverse of infinity is 90. Otherwise it is equivalent to argument of Z1 minus argument of Z2 formula. What is argument of Z1? 5. What is argument of Z2? I means 5 by 2. 5 minus 5 by 2 again 5 by 2, your answer. So in this way also, two ways you can do the same problem. Okay, so this is your third bit. Next let us go to fourth bit. First question. The first. Sorry. Okay, what is the fourth bit? First problem. If cos 2 alpha plus I sin 2 alpha into cos 2 beta plus I sin 2 beta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. Then find the value of theta. See, how to find theta value here? First simplify LHS, then you go to comparing, you will get the RHS. You have to convert the LHS in the form of cos theta plus I sin. Simplification, then theta you will get. Let us see. Okay. So what is my here? What is our LHS? It's not working. Okay, I will continue in the next class. Have some problem in the technical issue. Okay, sorry, I will continue in the next section.